A husband posted this on his social media, this text. Guys, I just had a discussion with my wife, and she said that I am right. What do I do now? And someone commented, I don't know, this never happened to me. And someone else said, it's a trap. Don't say anything else and get out of there. Really, this is something unexpected for many couples, isn't it? For many people, husbands and wives, it's unexpected for you to present your arguments and for your partner to say, you're right. Not only is it a total surprise, but also total disarms a person. Because I discovered something. We have been counseling couples for some years already. And I have a tip. If anybody wants to get in this very dark work, I have a tip for you. If one day you would like to help couples, do you know what torticollis is? You know what torticollis is, don't you? When you have torticollis, you can't move your neck. If you want to counsel couples, you can't have any torticollis symptom. Why? Because when a couple is in front of you, you're going to be doing a lot of this. You will be watching the ping pong of attacks and accusations that one will be throwing at the other. When we counsel couples, we are there for an hour with a couple, 1 hour. And 90% of that time, 54 minutes, we are like this. And 6 minutes saying, okay, you need to do this, this, and that. Why is this? Why, unfortunately, can't the majority of couples stop to think that maybe, just maybe, who knows, their partner might be right?
What did he say?
The majority don't think this way. The majority just want to prove they're right. They want to prove I am right. I have my reasons. And they don't want to stop and think. Well, actually, you may have a point. It's true. If you would only do this, if you would only stop the fights, the discussions, and take on the following attitude. Look, let me stop, and consider on which points my wife or my husband are right about. Let me see what they are right about. Let me see what things they have a point about. I'm going to try to put my emotions aside. I'm going to try not to get emotional and see the situation as though I was on the outside and think in the following way. No, it's true. You're right about this. If this would happen, if you did this, look, there wouldn't be a need for a fight. Many of the problems would be resolved because from the moment that you admit that the other person is right, you are admitting that you're wrong, you are saying that the other person has a point, and you need to listen and apply what they are saying. So already the fight ends. The disputes, attacks, and counterattacks end, and you have progress. If you agree that the other person is right, there's not a problem anymore. If you agree that the other person is right, then all that's left for you is to take action. You both need to act on this, and that's it. What's the problem? You need to act on what you both agree. It seems simple, basic, but I say to you, it's so rare that it becomes a joke. It becomes a joke because if someone posts on their social media, look, I was having an argument with my wife and she said, you're right. Now I don't know what to do. It becomes a joke because normally it's something that doesn't happen. This shows that there's a chance for people to act intelligently. An opportunity in all this for you to solve your misunderstandings. Already start to look for the points that your partner is right about. I'm not saying that they always will be right. No, but could it be that they're always wrong? Is it possible that your wife is always wrong? Is it possible that your husband is wrong about everything? I don't believe so. No one is always wrong about everything, and no one is always right about anything. This is a question of intelligence. You need to be rational.
And it's difficult. It's difficult for this to happen because pride is up high. That goes against the ego of the person. They know that that the other person is right. They know, but they were programmed, the world has programmed people for them not to evaluate themselves, to not recognize their mistakes, and to see the mistakes of others. So they even hear some truths about themselves, but right away they think, but you are like this, and like this also. So they don't want to, be talking about that. They don't want to accept that truth about themselves. And that speaks about your main problem, which is a problem that also is connected to your faith, to your relationship with God. Sometimes you're a cold person in your faith. You only have a relationship with God when you come to church. When you come to church, you hear God speaking, you feel the presence of God, but when you leave the church, you don't feel anything, you don't hear anything, you don't have this relationship anymore with God. Why? Because of this main problem that in the root of it, it's pride. A proud person, she thinks like this: nobody needs to tell me what I need to do. So, what is God going to do? And if God can't do anything, what can the partner do, right? So this person, pride is at the root of this problem. And how can you resolve this? Perhaps you're saying right now, I recognize that I have this problem, but how can I resolve it? Because at the moment, I already did it. I already said something. And you resolve pride with humility, with the opposite. First, you need to recognize that you are not right all the time. I've already had experiences like this with Renato, with people, that I saw pride in me, in myself. I saw resistance in me. And I saw that was affecting my faith, my relationship with God, because He's not pleased with that. The Lord Jesus says that blessed are the poor in spirit, those who are humble in their spirit. So the first thing was this: I had to see that I had pride, that I was proud, that I was a person that I wanted to give my opinion on everything. I wanted to talk about everything that I heard. And sometimes we think, no, that's the way I am. Look how good I am. I'm never quiet. I speak my mind. I'm powerful, right? So you have this impression that you're winning with that because the world says this. The world teaches this. You have to, raise your flag. You have to speak. So when you have this attitude, you even feel, you know what? See, nobody's going to step all over me. Nobody's going to treat me bad. Nobody's going to do this with me. But after that, then you feel bad. Because pride, let's say you're never proud about yourself. Pride doesn't make you proud about yourself. Pride makes you feel embarrassed because after it happens, You see that you did this big scene that was unnecessary, that you said something you shouldn't have said, that you were a difficult person in that moment, you know. But humility, it brings this pride from yourself. When you're humble, when you're quiet, you know, when a person speaks and you want to speak and you say, no, I'm not going to say anything. You feel, wow, I'm powerful. Yes, because you didn't do what you usually would do in that moment. So humility, it's something that makes us superior, to make us feel better, to be a better person. In your marriage, humility is everything. So today, after all the moments that I had about recognizing my pride, many times this here is not a problem anymore for Renato. Renato, he speaks, and I say, no, you're right. You're right. I'm going to change this about myself. So I learned. And look, I feel like a much better person. I don't feel lost or hidden. I don't feel inferior or belittled next to Renato because I accepted his opinion. No. I feel better. I feel like I'm pleasing God. And that he can tell me any truth that, sometimes many husbands are not able to tell their wife because she's going to not take it. But Renato can speak. So there isn't going to be anything in between us that was not spoken, that was not brought out or fixed. No, because I'm a difficult person. No. Because now he knows that I made it easy for him. When I removed this from myself, something that I did in the past, but I keep doing this every day, when I humble, when I break my pride, I become an easier person, easier wife to speak to, a friend, a daughter.
The times that you have to say you're right are few, because most of the times I say you're right. It's from both sides. The point here is not for one to think that the other is always right. Of course, no one is right all the time. What's important is for you to resist that natural inclination that we all have to defend yourself, to point out the other person's mistakes to cover up yours. Your partner's complaints about something that you say is true. I lied. You say that I lied. It's true. I lied. It's a lack of character. I have a problem. I need to change this. So instead of taking responsibility and saying I lied, I have a character problem, you say no, but you also, and you bring up something to attack the person to cover up your mistakes. This doesn't get you anywhere. The young man yesterday in the Love Lab that we were counseling cheated on his wife. They would be arguing, and during the fights at home, he was used to saying, I'm going out to cool down. So he would go out to cool down. He would be at bars and drink. And one of these nights, he betrayed his wife. His wife found out. And how did he justify this betrayal? He said to her and said, look, I already told you, I'm not perfect. No one is perfect. I'm human. Look at how he justifies his betrayal. Okay, I'm also human, but I've never cheated. And there are many human beings here that have never cheated on their wives, that have never cheated on their husbands. So when he says he cheated because I'm human, I'm not perfect, is because he didn't recognize what was wrong. What he was actually saying to his wife, in other words, was, look, it can happen again because I'm human. This is why people don't get anywhere. Because there's no acknowledgement of their mistakes. You need to be responsible. Assume responsibility for what you've done. What you need to change. That's a sign of intelligence, of maturity, of growth, of repentance. And as long as you don't do this, your partner won't trust you. There will be problems. When you turn into a specialist in justifying your mistakes, the other person is hearing the following. Look, you're going to carry on doing what is wrong. Why should I invest in this relationship if you're going to carry on doing what is wrong? You don't even recognize your mistake, let alone change. So try using this energy that you have to argue that you are right because the other person is wrong. Take this energy and put it into taking responsibility for what you have to change. That husband from yesterday should have said, I failed. I'm not man enough to solve the problems in my own home, nor to be faithful to you. No, I really regret what I did. I could possibly lose my marriage, but if you give me a chance, I will fight and prove to you that I will never do this again. I will prove this to you. And from now on, I'm going to do this, and that differently. I will not go to bars. I will not put passwords on my phone anymore. If he did this, his wife, on the other hand, would say, maybe he regrets what he did. I could give him a chance. Yes or no. It's so simple, but so difficult for so many people. Let's use our intelligence.
Did you know that over 50% of couples who get divorced regret not trying harder to save their marriage? No one gets married to later get a divorce, but sometimes it seems like there's no other option. Wait, you haven't tried everything. Bulletproof Marriage has already helped millions of couples all around the world to avoid separation. Even if one party isn't willing to change, or the relationship seems like a lost cause, give yourself this opportunity. Read this amazing book and shield your marriage against divorce. Buy the book on Amazon.com today.
Does your love life need a little boost? An upgrade? A complete overhaul? Worry not. We've got the right treatment just for you. It's the Love Therapy course. Live stream from Houston, Texas every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time with Dave and Evelyn Higginbotham, teaching practical advice for both married couples and for singles to deal with the day-to-day ins and outs of romance and relationship issues.
If we make a mistake, it's not a problem to make a mistake, but if we make a mistake and we don't learn from it, that is a serious problem.
American culture is, follow your heart.
Yeah.
What does your heart tell you? Don't let anybody stop you. If you love this person, don't let them stop you. Go for this dream that you have. That's almost elevated as this noble thing.
Watch the Love Therapy live every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time on the Living Faith Network website, or scroll through the archives of past Love Therapy sessions on ulfn.org. For more information, comments, or questions, call 888-332-4141 or text 888-312-4141.
Imagine waking up one day to find that you married the wrong person, or that you lost your true love because you ruined your relationship, or that you'd missed it when that special person came into your life. For those who don't want to spend the rest of their lives regretting a bad decision, Bulletproof Dating is a must-read, no matter what stage of singleness you're in. Whether you're alone, waiting, dating, picking up the pieces of your broken heart, divorced, or widowed, this book will help you navigate the complicated world of modern relationships. Years of experience have given Renato and Cristiane authority to say that most divorces start during the dating phase. Bulletproof Dating is a manual for all ages and will open your eyes and show you practical actions you can take. It's time to learn intelligent love. Ebook available on Amazon.com and other online retailers.